Your inner critic is a protector part of you trying to protect you. However, it's counterproductive. It negatively affects your performance. Do you know you actually can give your inner critic a different role? It's called inner ally. Welcome to the Daily Power Lesson, your daily dose of nervous system tools, emotional mastery, and embodied self-leadership to become the CEO of your inner life. My name is Coco Duan, executive life and leadership coach. When you make a mistake or fall short, your inner critic may say things like, "You always mess things up. You should have known better. How could you have done this? What an idiot." This is you attacking yourself. When you attack yourself, what happens? It activates your sympathetic nervous system. It gets you into fight or flight mode. When you get into that survival mode, a couple of things happen to you. One is that prepares your body to fight or flight. Your body tenses up, your heart rate goes up, and your breath gets shallow, consumes a lot of your energy. That's why after you have this intense negative self-talk, ruminate over the past mistake, you feel physically, emotionally drained. Second is that once your sympathetic nervous system is activated, your full brain is offline. The thinking brain, the prefrontal cortex, is not functioning fully. You are not able to think as clearly, focus, concentrate, and creatively problem solve or learn as effectively as you could. It really affects your performance. What you want to do instead is to use this practice of self-compassion to regulate your nervous system instead of activate your sympathetic nervous system and send yourself into dysregulation. Self-criticism is dysregulation, and self-compassion is regulation. How do you practice that? First is in that moment when you catch yourself beating yourself up, you put your hands on your heart, take a few deep breaths, have the exhale a little bit longer than your inhale. That just calms your nervous system down. Once you do that, say these three phrases. The first phrase is, "This is a moment of suffering." So that's a mindfulness practice to acknowledge that moment and do not get carried away by that moment. The second phrase is, "Life is full of suffering," which is to acknowledge the common humanity, meaning that you are not the only one. Everybody make mistakes and everybody falls short at some point. The third one is, "May I be kind to myself." That is self-kindness. The next thing is, how do you be kind to yourself? Think of, how do you talk to your best friend or someone you love that closest to you, your sister or your kid? In that case, you will never say to them, "How could you have done that? You should have known better. What an idiot." No, you don't say that to them. That's not loving. That's not kind. That's not caring. Why would you do that to yourself? So you want to say it to yourself in the same way that you would say it to your best friend. You would say something along the line of, "Wow, this must hurt. And it's normal that you feel this way. And you are a human. You make mistakes and everybody does. There's nothing wrong with you. You're learning a valuable lesson and you're getting better at this, and you've got this." Do you see the difference? When you're able to talk to yourself in that kind way, show yourself self-compassion, it regulates your nervous system. When it regulates your nervous system, you are able to access your full brain. You are able to think clearly, to focus, to learn faster. In that moment of mistake, don't you want to learn the lesson as quickly as you can? That's the key. So this is what I want you to do. Next time, when you make a mistake or fall short of your own expectations or someone else, just take a moment to do that simple practice of self-compassion and being kind to yourself, and notice the difference. When you do this consistently over and over again, you are changing your inner critic to inner ally. You save your time and energy and have actually performed better. So thank you for watching this lesson. Remember to follow me, and I'll see you in the next lesson.